VHS 99 is the, I want to say 5th entry. I believe it's the 5th entry. I like the first one. The second one's amazing. VHS Viral, I never watched it because I heard it sucked. And then there's VHS 84, which I really like. Or is it 94? Pretty sure it's 84. Anyways, this is the 5th film in the franchise, anthology horror films. This one's made up of 5 shorts, but it's the first one to not have a wraparound story, which was not a big deal, but there's like a boy playing with plastic soldiers with a camera, and everything's, you'd think that everything about this is supposed to take place around the millennium or have like 2000 vibes, but not really. The first one starts off pretty strong. It's about a group of skateboarding punks, and they like to film themselves just doing stuff and pranks, and they decide to go to this old venue where a previous punk band died in a fire, and then they end up getting into shenanigans with the ghosts of the punk band that died. Some shocking gore moments, creature feature, great visual effects. I like this one a lot. Great start to the anthology. However, the next 3 are just awful. And they're just like really awful. Like the second one is basically just like a sorority sister prank gone wrong, and it's just not very interesting. Maybe the plot would be better fleshed out as a movie because, you know, we've seen sorority pranks gone wrong in other horror films, but this one was really weak. And then we get the third one, which is like, I think it's called Ozzy's Dungeon. It's about a reality show, kind of like those crappy Nickelodeon type ones where you run through goo or stuff, but basically this young black girl is maimed on the show, and years later the family wants revenge on the host, so they kidnap him and make him do all this terrible stuff, and then it just ends on a really wacky, weird, super lame note. Didn't like this one either. And then, let's see, that's the third one. The one after that, I don't even remember. So they're all creature features though. Oh, the fourth one's the worst one. It's okay, so basically it's about a group of horny teens, and they have a camera. It turns out that the camera belongs to the older brother, and the one playing with the toy soldiers is like a nerd, and he's invited to this hot girl's house to help her set up her computer and her webcam, and they want to put spyware into the camera that he's going to put in. I don't even know how that worked because this is supposed to take place before 2000, so I don't even know if spyware even existed before that and if they'd be able to do that. But anyways, the pervs spy on the woman. She turns out to be a creature. She attacks them in the end. It's that boring. It's really that awful. It's probably the least imaginative one. It's probably the worst short out of all of them, except for anything in the third one. I haven't seen the third one. But it was just so unimaginative. It really brought down my mood. And then the fifth one is the well, I don't want to say it's the best, but I consider the first and the last one to be decent at least, you know. And then so the last one is about some sort of ritual being done by witches. 2 guys are hired to film with a camera, and they get sent to hell by accident. So they team up with a woman, and they're a soul, like an old, like old type woman who's stuck there or something. And they basically run through a hellish landscape full of like creatures, cannibalism, and monsters and traps. And this one was a lot of fun, but it was okay. So I think the reason why this collection doesn't really make it is because it's lacking originality and imaginativeness, especially the Cyborg one from '84 was like the highlight, and then VHS 2 has the cult one. Each of the VHS films usually has that one audacious, super amazing, super gory, crazy, and this one was lacking that. This one didn't have one. Maybe the last one would have got close, but it could have been more gory or more fun. But with 5 shorts and only 2 out of 5 being decent, that's a really bad, round up. And yeah, this one wasn't very good. It feels rushed. They should have gotten better ideas or better budgets for they should have had like one really standout amazing one and surrounded by a little bit lesser ones, maybe a wraparound story. But this one was just not that great. So I give VHS 99 a 3 out of 10.